Okay, sorry about that. I had to just do this format because I get consistently interrupted or I get stuttering, and I apologize, but I wanted to tell you in a proper format that I really would be satisfied on doing. Okay, the reason why I'm just not interested in today's manga and anime is because I feel like a lot of times the way they handle the manga business is very lazy. But yet again, the stuff I like, the typical format that I like, it can be also lazy as well. The problem I feel putting in a monthly series kills the interest for me. I just really hated the fact that a lot of times in today's day and age to where if it's a monthly series, let's say a big time series like Dragon Ball or Boruto or Attack on Titan or something big time franchise that you're a big fan of, it kills your interest because you don't want to wait fucking 6 months to a goddamn year to get 12 chapters. That's just not satisfying. And a lot of times it condenses the fights, condenses and everything of the story and everything between them on that stuff, because when you see the weekly manga series where it stretches, you see the story unfold, you see everything really go forward. Now granted, a lot of times it could be a very sloppy or downright fucking pure unhealthy for the author to do, but yet again, it works. It's a format that works very much as well. And especially if the author needs a bit of a break, you give off a couple of weeks off and you have the author catch a break. But the way how anime and culture go for on everything what they do, it's just not worth it half the time. A lot of times I'm beginning to question a lot of things, and I truly feel that way. I truly feel like no matter how everyone says anything, no matter how anyone feels, I just don't really care. I don't. Granted, I'll support the manga series that I really enjoy, or the anime that I really enjoy, but I just feel like a lot of times I just don't really care for any of the today's anime or manga. None of them are interesting enough where I literally get invested. Or if I do, I feel like I'll regret it later on because when I see yours truly, let's use for example Bleach or Fairy Tale, where one chapter pretty much kills the anime. One fucking chapter. I can't let that go. I can't let that fucking pass. Or you have the anime, or should I say the manga, correct myself, pretty much ended on a note where the author wanted to end it on this way, and you have the entire fans hated the fact that it went that direction, and they disagreed upon it. Look at yours truly, fucking the one and only Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is absolutely the most disappointing endings out of them all. I mean, like, I have never seen a anime slash manga completely destroy itself, but still have fans either A, shitting on it, or B, sucking that cock so much so that people love the shit out of it. It's the worst thing you could possibly be a part of. Or what makes it worse is the big narrative and the agenda. They say comic books have an agenda. Sure they do. When you have a pretty much a dictate the anime to go forward to do the great stories that are in the manga, but it's not gonna get one because the marketing didn't do that well, or if it did have marketing and it did well on that stuff, lack of sales of the manga didn't push it to where you got another season of that particular show. That has happened to so many times in a lot of series that I really like. For example, Claymore, great manga series, deserves every bit of getting an animated adaptation, and yet it didn't get one. It had a filler ending, and fans were hoping we would get a season 2. Fans were hoping we would get a reboot and a retelling and go forward and all that stuff. People want to see a continuation off of that show. And you don't get that. You don't get that at all, because the Shueisha, the magazine, didn't have enough manga sales of that particular series. Therefore, it didn't have another season. That really kills it. And honestly, I'm going to be real and I'm saying this, I don't see what's anything really worth a shit now in today's manga. I don't see what's worth a shit in today's manga, because there's nothing there that draws me in. There's nothing. Because after what happened to so many manga series that I really enjoy, it makes me just not even want to bother. And after the recent chapter of Dragon Ball Super, why should I care? I mean, honestly, I don't care about the fucking manga of Dragon Ball Super. Just do what we did last time and fucking go forward. I could care less of what Toyotaro does, because honestly, I don't really give a damn. I would rather have just an anime show that pretty much does what people always want to see, a continuation from that show. If you can't do that, then you got a problem. And that's the problem I see a lot. That's the one thing I hated upon what today's manga is now. But yet again, who I'm kidding? I'm just a piece of shit fan. I'm just a guy who says how he feels. And, honestly, people will absolutely hate me, or just absolutely just don't even give a shit. I mean, I'm telling you how I feel. I'm telling you how I see things. And I dislike a lot of things in manga in general. I really do. I truly believe that, no matter what anyone else says anything, no matter what you could tell me that I'm wrong, and X, Y, and Z, there's nothing you could tell me that's really going to change how I feel. And especially if a series like Alita Battle Angel never gets a anime adaptation, is downright a crime. But yet we will do a sequel or a series off a movie that really should have been a one-time thing, and we should get a animated series. And don't tell me I'm wrong, because I'm not. And don't tell me, oh, you complain about yours truly, Alita Battle Angel, didn't get an animated series. Well, as a Berserk fan, I got the worst series. No. You got the second worst series. At least you got something to where, hey, you got an anime to be satisfied. Meanwhile, we have a fucking OVA, a animated movie that only covers the first 4 volumes, that basically the film only covered that particular storyline, and that's really it. Meanwhile, fans like me wanted to see storylines in Last Order, storylines in the future stories in the later manga chapters in the manga that are past the point to where people are known for on seeing Alita Battle Angel having depression and pretty much dealing with a lot of the things that, oh yeah, you're dealing with Nova, you're dealing with all this crap, and it was satisfying. It was something refreshing. It was something greatness. But instead of all that shit, we get the worst factor. We get nothing, and we're forced upon to accept that Disney is our only choice to get a continuation out of Alita. It's the most crime and a shame, but yet again, who I'm kidding. I'm just a fucking fan who really cares about his favorite manga series, and that's just really it. At least I'll give Dragon Ball Super some credit. At least I have something in Dragon Ball Super in both anime and manga, even though I can't stand the manga for multiple reasons. But I mean, it really just kind of tells me that, a lot of times when I look at a lot of things in manga, it just makes me sick to my stomach. It makes me very much like, what is the point for me getting invested into a series if either A, the anime gets canceled because the company Shueisha wants to have their manga sales to go up, or fucking the worst case scenario, we have the bullshit storyline and we have the anime to make it look better, making the author look like a fucking clown. And it's just like, I've seen it so many times, I've seen it so many directions, and I'm just like, I'm at a point to where I'm like, I just don't care anymore. I just don't care upon anything on today's anime and manga. You could have the greatest anime of all time. I don't care. Because why should I be invested upon something if I'm going to deal with bullshit in the end? Overall, I just don't really see anything that's genuine, worth the shit that I should be invested upon in today's manga and anime. Except the big time series that I really like, or the authors I really will support. I just don't care anymore. I just don't care anymore. Anyway, I gotta get going. I gotta go do stuff. You could crucify me. You could tell me I'm wrong. You could say I'm an idiot. I just don't care anymore. I just don't care. I kept my mouth shut on this for a long time. Now I'm done. I said my piece, and there's really nothing left I need to say. And you guys could pretty much do whatever on this video. You could tell me I'm wrong. That's fine. You could tell me I'm right. That's fine. I really am not. I'm not trying to have an audience on this argument. I'm just telling you, this is how I feel. This is how I really think on today's manga and anime. And you could love it or hate it. I could care less.